Milik is through. 2-0 here against Atletico Madrid.
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Corners of Europe Challenge, and welcome back to Shakhtar, where in today's episode we have got two games coming up. One at home against Atletico Madrid, and then after that we're going away to RB Leipzig. Two big games for us in the Champions League. We need to be picking up, if we can, 4 points to get to 10 points. Obviously, you saw in the last episode what happened against Napoli. We've got a win since then in the Champions League. What was the result? 4-1 win there. As you can see, all the goals coming in the first half. A good performance overall. A few more games since then. A 4-0 win, 4-0 win, 3-1, and then 9-2 against Veres, the first team we ever played here. We sit 8 points clear at the top of the table now, re-established that lead that we kind of had and then lost, and we should have really an amazing goal difference to show for that as well. So two big games today. First one against Atletico Madrid at the Donbass Arena. Let's go straight into it. So the team for this game against Atletico Madrid starts with Leipzig in goal. We got a backline of Antonov, Rodolfo, Azevedo and Polishchuk. Parente, Jackson and Sidikov make up the midfield today. We've got Popov on the left, Shevchenko on the right and Kuzmanik up top. Kick-off here in this game against Atletico Madrid. I think we go, I'm not sure really, because Atletico Madrid have been a good team so far. We probably have to respect the opponent. We want a point really, and then the RB Leipzig game we should be able to, I mean, it will be a tough game, but if we really, put in our best efforts, play how we've been playing, we could get the 3 points that we really need here at this stage. As Popov finds himself on the ball, he's making a nice run here. Popov with the shot, and it's just gone over the bar there with the early chance. We're in some really good form, as we say. Only the one loss that we had at the start of the season is still the only one. 8 points clear. It looks like we could go on for another league title, but we're more focused on trying to do well in the Champions League and making those playoff spots. And if we can get a result here today, that is what we'll need. I mean, the Napoli game's so annoying, but I guess it's maybe a bit of karma for what happened at Stuttgart, who currently sit in the bottom spots. So I mean, did it matter that much? I don't know. It's a ball down the line to Kuzmanik. It's an interesting one. Could find Shevchenko at the back. It's falls to Antonov here, who stepped up from left back. Parente into Polishchuk down this right side. He's making space. He has the shot, and Andrei Polishchuk with what could be a massive goal against Atletico Madrid here. What a finish it is! He absolutely blasted it in, and it's deflected in off the Atletico Madrid goalkeeper, and that is a huge goal. We need to build on this because we are playing well in the early moments here against Atletico Madrid. These are the games where we need to pick up points, and those 3 points takes us up into those playoff spots, as you can see. And if we get a result against RB Leipzig as well with this one too, then it would pretty much guarantee us into the playoffs. But there's still so much work for us to do here. We've played well in the early moments, but we need to try and secure that result in its entirety. But Atletico Madrid find themselves on the ball. There's lots of space on that far side, but instead it comes to this left side. Their number 9, their captain, finds themselves on the ball. The shot will go in now, and luckily it curves well over that far corner into the Shakhtar fans watching behind. It's been a good opening first half from us, and we need to build on this going into the second. We've had a good period of rest. I've just found out that the league season is exactly the same as Norway. It's 30 games. Can you believe that? How is it the places where they have hardly any games, they manage to not do that well? I don't really know. As we win the ball back here, Antonov plays it back to Rodolfo. Rodolfo with all his passing range, can he pick out a pass? He's stepping up with it. He goes across his line to Azevedo, and Azevedo could find Polishchuk now. Polishchuk, who's had a good few games. He was good in that Napoli game for the amount of threat they were giving him down that left side, but we need another big game. It's a ball over the top. Kuzmanik has beaten his man, and Kuzmanik is through. 2-0 here against Atletico Madrid, and this has been a great performance so far. It's Kuzmanik with the goal to make it 2-0, and now we need to build on this, hold this lead. It's been a great performance. Maybe the balance mentality is the way to go in the Champions League. Maybe go with a 3 at the back in the Champions League. I don't really know. We'll have to see. First season, still settling in, getting used to the gegenpress once again. But it's worked well so far in this game, and we have limited the 5th place in the Champions League team, Atletico Madrid, so far in this game. Sadikov plays the ball down the line. He finds Shevchenko. Shevchenko, where will he go? He's not been involved, but he can still have an impact. And Kuzminik is there! 3-0 here. And that is surely a huge 3 points picked up for us at the Donbass Arena. 60 minutes gone. Kuzminik gets his second of the half. And no, it isn't his hat-trick. I thought it wasn't. It was Polishchuk who got the first one. But that is a massive result for us here in the bid to trying and qualifying for the playoffs. It looks like a really competitive season, as you can see. Not much separating all these teams here, but we are in the playoff places as it stands, and it's been an overall extremely complete performance. We cannot complain about this. Now we just need to hold on and make sure there's no comebacks on the cards. There might be, though. It's a lovely turn. The shot goes in, and Levitsky denies the Atletico Madrid player there. It was an amazing turn. Couldn't even defend that, and luckily it is stopped in the end by us. But down this right side, they're going to come and try and attack to the edge of the area. They'll take the ball. The blue pitch today for the snow. It's been snowy, cold conditions, possibly why Atletico Madrid are not turning up. They have the shot, and it's another save from Levitsky, and this is an amazing, exceptional performance from us. We need to continue to play like this, though. For the rest of the game, we're going to make a few changes here. 2 changes. I think we put... No, we won't actually. Do we? I think we do. Got to bring on Mauro Couto. We've got some really good players off the bench. I mean, we've got no Endor today, but when he's here, Jackson's been really good. Mauro Couto's been amazing. He's been a perfect role. What a servant he is in the corners of Europe Challenge, servant for me, and we'll bring him on in place of Shevchenko, who's had a decent game. Maybe he can get a contribution for himself. Shevchenko is still running. He likes to, I mean, the reason I have to put him on an inverted winger on that right side is so he can have those powerful shots off his left. It's been working so well. He didn't do it there, but he's got so many goals like that. 10 goals already this season, and a lot of them have come from that shot. It was a tactical decision to try and retrain him. He's a big talent, and it was a risk to try and retrain him, but it's working, and he is getting there, and it also allows Kuzminik to come in this team, and he has proven me wrong. I don't know if I accidentally transfer listed him, but he was like 3 stars ability with no potential, but he's been absolutely amazing, to be fair. So he's proven me wrong. I made a decision too early, and he could be on for his hat-trick here. Rusakov into the middle. Kuzminik is going to get there. No, he isn't. It's cut out in the end by the Atletico Madrid players. And if we carry this into the next game, we've got 3 straight Champions League games now. I don't know if there's a bit of a winter break here in Ukraine, but we've got 3 straight games. We've got, who is it, Atletico Madrid, Leipzig, and then someone else after that, I'm not too sure. Tromsø winning in their game. It couldn't go any better today. We're 3-0 up here against Atletico Madrid. We're going to make a few more changes here on that left side. Bring on left back there, and then Parente off. We'll bring on Fedorov into the midfield, but we just want a full-time whistle. It's good for the goal difference as well. Last 2 games we've had 3 goal difference added on each time. Overall, it's been some complete performances, but there might even be time for a few more goals as Aaron finds himself on the ball. He plays it into Fedorov with all that mohawk, but he loses out with the mohawk, and now a bit of defending required from us on this left side. We need to try and cut this ball out, turn it over, maybe even go and find a final goal. It's a ball into the middle. Clearance required, but luckily it just goes over the bar there. 5 minutes left in this game. Surely the 3 points wrapped up. At this stage, we're in the top. We're in the top spots. Napoli have had 5 games and are on 6 points. 3 of them came from us, very undeservedly. But we deserve the win here. What a performance it is! And on to the RB Leipzig game. So the team for this game against RB Leipzig, off the back of a mid-season break. We've not played in like 40 days. That's why we're playing 3 games in a row. We've had a friendly in between that. Sharpness is being brought back up. Hopefully it's not too much of an issue, although sometimes it can be. The team starts with Levitsky in goal, backline of Antonov, Rodolfo, Azevedo and Polishchuk. Parente, Endor and Jackson make up the midfield today. We've got Popov on the left, Shevchenko on the right, and Kuzminik up top. Kick off here in our game against RB Leipzig, a team who currently lead their division actually in the Bundesliga. Oh no, they're second again now, behind Bayern Munich. Yeah, it is Bayern Munich. RB Leipzig have become very, very dominant. They've won one Champions League. There's been a goal here. Is it against us? Let's have a look. Levitsky. Don't say he plays into the path. Okay, he's played it down the line. I'm on key or only commentary because we were looking at they were playing the shot of the game against the under-19s. This Leipzig team very, very good, and we might have a tough day. I forgot that they were this good actually because they made back-to-back Champions League finals against Man City and won one of them. You've seen them multiple times, Bundesliga champions now. It's going to be a tough game here. Probably going to have to adapt to this balanced mentality, and if we can take away a point, then that would be a result. But we sit in a much better position off the back of that historic win at home against Atletico Madrid. We have our final game of the league phase against Bayern Munich. Whether or not we can get a result, that will be we'll have to see by by next episode whether or not we're in a knockout game, because if it is a knockout game, the round of 32 game, then we will be showing that. But that will be determined come next episode. If we can come away with a point from here, then that would be good, but we'll have to see really against this really strong RB Leipzig team, the best team in the world arguably. It's another slip ball through, completely undone. 2-0 here. I think it's offside. It did look offside, to be fair, if we go and take a look. But if not, then we're in a little bit of trouble. But if it does stand, the decision is goal disallowed. Okay, we need to get our sharpness up. That Bayern Munich game is going to be big at home. How are they doing? They're not doing too well in their league phase, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, just 10 points from 6 games, which is 3 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. Not really their best showing in the Champions League for such a dominant team for all those years. Maybe even 2 wins, 4 draws. It's not looking too impressive what they've done. But yeah, it's going to be a big game at home. Probably going to have to get at least, we probably need at least a point. I mean, can we still, we're just below the places, aren't we? Yeah, 1 place below. Imagine where we'd be if we had that Napoli point, who aren't even in the top, the playoff spots. Imagine where we'd be if we had that point. I don't really know. It doesn't matter. We have a different situation now we have to deal with. But in our first season, we've had some good performances and we have some bad ones, but overall pretty good, and just hopefully we can make that round of 32 game. But RB Leipzig are absolutely undoing us here. 2-0 in this game, and how we approach the rest of this game, I am not too sure. We don't want it to be a bit of an embarrassment for us in this away day off the back of what was an amazing first game for us of the episode. As you can see, we are just outside that spot. We really have to go and give it our best performance against Bayern Munich if we want any chance of qualifying. 12 should be enough. But at the same time, it might not be. We don't know. We have to see. We could still come away with a point from here if we set up properly, go and find some goals for ourselves. But it doesn't look like much is coming in this game. They're playing a 4-2-4. Maybe we have to do that, to be honest. Give that a try. See how it goes. Dmitry Popov, we're going to bring him off. And Shevchenko has actually adapted to his role now. That's nice to see that he's fully taken up that role, because I knew it would work, and now he's clearly gone on and developed to become a good player in that position, in the inverted role. Maybe we could see a few goals out of him from that far right side. But yeah, in this game, much work still to be done here. Are we going to find any goals, or are RB Leipzig going to find their third before half time? Towards the edge of the area, the ball goes, the shot goes in, and luckily it's over the bar there. 35 minutes gone here. Anything before half time would be a big boost for us going into the second half, but it looks like nothing's going to come for us. Maybe there's one chance here. Polishchuk finds Jackson with this throw in. Jackson may play the return. He plays to Polishchuk. Finds Shevchenko. Jackson, lovely bit of play. The ball into the middle. Back post. Russar covers there. He doesn't win his header. And now it is cleared by the RB Leipzig players. Going to take their time in the build-up. Try and get forward. This is number 6. Where's he playing? They've got a number 6 on the wing. I think we deserve the win for that, to be honest. It's one of those things that are just criminal in football. They find themselves on the counter-attack now, down this right side, progressing with the ball. Infield it goes now. Don't let the ball through. It's a good tackle by Parente, and now Jackson can go forward into Shevchenko. Kuzminik here might play the return. Shevchenko, he loses out. It's poor. Has to release it from that position, and now all of a sudden RB Leipzig are going to try and come at us. We've got many way more players than them in the box, but they might still create some. The players spun and shot, and that is 3-0. It's poor, really, really poor. We've let the player just turn the man on the far side, and that is pretty much all over here in this game. Learning experience, lots to take from this game. It's not been the best showing from us. We've not been too good on the road. Obviously, I think we've had 4 out of 4 losses, if I'm not mistaken, or yeah, it would be 4 out of 4, or was it? No, the 3 out of 4, because we won the not Salzburg, who is it? Stuttgart game in the last minute. So 3 out of 4, 1 home win to go along, 2 home wins to go along with that. If we get knocked out, it would be a bit brutal because we haven't been awful. I think we've been okay, but I guess we have to up our game against Bayern Munich to have to qualify. Kuzminik finds himself on the ball, he loses out, and now it's a ball straight over the top. Direct play from RB Leipzig here. Rodolfo gets that clear into the path of Rusakov, and Rusakov is going to try and get forward with this ball now. He plays it to Jackson, and Jackson's got a space ahead of him. He's got players on the wings. He goes to Rusakov. Rusakov's going to look to go down the left side. Antonov now combining with Endor. Endor finds Rusakov. Rusakov, can you square it? He squares it, and no one is able to get there in the middle. So unlucky there from the Shakhtar players to not find a goal, and all of a sudden this direct play for RB Leipzig is going to restart into the middle, and it's a save from Levitsky, who might have just gone straight over there to deny their 4th goal here in this game. So close to being in those playoff spots. If it's that, I mean, if we had that Napoli point, look where we'd be, man. We'd be 21st, 22nd in those spots as it stands, but I guess it wasn't meant to be, really. We got 3 points, very fortunately, against Stuttgart, and now we I don't know. I don't really know. We'll have to see if we can get a result against Bayern Munich, but it's going to be a very, very tough game at home. But we did it against Atletico Madrid, who have dropped down seriously now. Why can we not go and do it against Bayern Munich when we really need it, and when they have not been playing too well? I mean, who have they had results against? They've beaten Salzburg, Sevilla. They drew with Porto, lost to United, Madrid, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So they've had tough games, to be fair. They've got Vitoria coming up next, and then it will be us in the final game. Hopefully qualify. If not, first season under our belt. We've got a few league games left, which will obviously be shown. Could make a cup final, which would be nice, and then we go back to the Champions League once again next year for that playoff if we win the league, and go all over again. Big summer in terms of signings. We might have a chance here. Osakov is on the ball, but he loses out. He's been good since he's come on. We're going to go make I mean, actually, I'm going to leave everyone on because of shot. No, I will make the change, actually. I was thinking leaving everyone. Don't bring anyone on if we don't have to. But I think I will go and do it. Parente off, we'll bring on Mauro Couto on the right, and then in the midfield, and Dor will bring off there. See how they do for the final few moments, if they can find anything. But is there a goal? There's a goal. Is there a goal? It's to Mauro Couto. Mauro Couto slips it through. He finds Kuzminik, and that is 3-1. 3-1 here. We've pulled a goal back, and Mauro Couto has he's turned up again. I mean, he has to break into this team. There's questions got to be asked. Maybe we can try him in a bit of a cam role, The retraining of Shevchenko has gone well. Maybe we retrain Mauro Couto, give him a new position, because I'm not a fan of the cam in this system, but maybe we have to go on and do it. We've pulled one back, reduces our goal difference deficit, and we do move back up, as you see, so it does do us some favours. But there's one final chance, and if we score now, I'd be very frustrated. It's into the middle, the header goes in, Mauro Couto's corner, and he'll come for the rebound here. Mauro Couto, he's going to play it into Veterov, and that is a poor pass from him, to be fair. Bit of defending required from us in the late moment so we can keep our goal difference. This is what you have to fight for. This is our first campaign, and we'll remember this very closely up until when we go and make that Champions League final, and eventually, hopefully, win it here with Shakhtar Donetsk. Leipzig coming on the attack. It's infield, edge of the area. The ball finds itself now infield. It'll go. The shot goes in, and that is a Shevchenko-esque shot if I've ever seen it. Not as good as that. But end of the game here, the full-time whistle is going to go, not to be here in Leipzig. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave with this outro, and I'll see you again tomorrow, hopefully for a Champions League playoff. Thank you all.